I see them doing it. Like I physically like see them. Like I'm like in shock. My whole face is like. What's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy Denzel Deanna. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am so extra. I'm so sorry for that. Excuse my manners. As you can see by this title, it is a story time. You want it, I got it, I give it. Hooray! I've just been in a singing mood lately, okay? So this is a story time about me catching 7th graders have sex, okay? Mind you, I was in the 7th grade, so this is like my peers at the time. Okay, having sex in middle school. Crazy, right? So before we get right onto this video, if this is your first time seeing my face or knowing of my existence, please click that subscribe button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Pause this video, click that subscribe button, and give it a big thumbs up. So let me just stop rambling on and let me get right into the story time, shall we? Okay, so as you guys know, I always say this before I start a school story time, okay? This is the same school I was in from 6th to 12th grade, so you can imagine like a lot of stories, okay? 7 years. 7 years is a lot, okay? A lot to take in. Yes, 6 to 12 is 7 years. Before people try to come at me in the comments, please count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? You count the year you were in. Like, I don't understand why people try to come for my count. I have a diploma, do you? Do you have a diploma? I think not. Okay, so this took place in the 7th grade. And in the 7th grade in my school, we were like high schoolers. I say this all the time because it was true. In the 7th grade, okay, if I would have never went to this school, I would not know, like, what would happen in the 7th grade, okay? In the 7th grade, it was very high school. Meaning, very Degrassi. If you have not watched Degrassi, then I don't know. I was 11, okay, because my birthday was very late, okay? So I was 11 for the 7th grade. You can imagine as an 11th-year-old going to school, seeing pregnant girls, kids smoking weed, kids smoking cigarettes, fights, brawls, people getting jumped, teachers getting spit on, teachers being disrespected. I don't know if that happened in Degrassi, but it was very high school, okay? That's the only high school show I could think of, okay? It was a Friday Night Lights. It was Degrassi. Like, low budget Degrassi. A very low budget of Degrassi. In the 7th grade, me and about 4 of the teens, were we teens at then? We weren't even teens. That is so sick. No. And wow, in the 7th grade, the people I was with, they were 14-year-olds. Yes, they were. 13 and 14-year-olds. I was always the youngest one out of the group. How can you be 13 or 14 in the 7th grade? Shame on you. In the 7th grade, so in the 7th grade, I was very established with who I chill with, who I did not chill with, you know. I was very established in that sort of sense. Okay, so in my school on Monday, from Monday through Thursday, it was 8 to 3 p.m. And on Friday, it was 8 to 4 p.m. We all have those kids in school that once school finishes, that you know they have to take their ass right home or else their parents are gonna flip the fuck off, okay? So all the kids that did crazy shit, it was those type of kids. And because they have no freedom, and once you're very, once you're very locked in and you have no freedom and you get that 2-second, you know, and you get your, let's say, your 5 minutes of freedom, you start to get babies, okay? That's how people, yeah. In those 5 minutes that you are free, people did the most craziest shit because you know what? Their parents will know because their parents will think that they are in school until 3. So if people got like 2 minutes, they'll try to make babies, okay? 5 minutes, commit a felon. I'm just exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. You're catching my drift. I know you always catch my drifts. Fast and Furious type stuff. Tokyo. So in the 7th grade, my friends didn't come to school that day, so I wasn't stuck alone, but I wasn't like happy. Like it was whatever. Like people, like all my friends, well most of my friends on Fridays, they just didn't come to school. They said, who the fuck comes to school for 4 hours and leaves? There's no point in coming to school, so they'll just always miss Fridays. See, I have FOMO. I have the fear of missing out, so I would try to make every day as I can to school because how about if I miss school and a fight happens and I'm not there? You know, that's the type of kid I was in the 7th grade and middle school. I had serious FOMO. I could not miss school. My attendance was 100%, I guarantee. So it was 12 o'clock, I left school, and I just stood outside. I went to the store across the street from my school. I went to go get some cookies, then I went to go get an Arizona, and then I just, you know, I was walking home, and then I saw some kids that were cool, that they were my friends, but weren't in my clique, if that makes sense. They were my associates, my acquaintances. And they were like, oh my god, like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. They're like, okay, let's go back to the school. I already saw they had all their food. I always see kids do that. They said, we're going back to the school. I said, okay, that's nice. I'm going home because I live right next to the school. He was like, no, come back into the school. It's going to be lit. Like, the teacher's not here. We're just staying in the auditorium, like, having fun. Like, come. I'm like, why would I leave school to go back to school? You know I don't like school because in school, I stood there. Every day I stood there from 8 to 5:30, 8 to 6 because I had detentions every day. Because you know I had detentions every day? Because I wasn't wearing uniform. I don't wear uniform. I am not a fucking robot. You will not see me wear a green shirt and khaki pants and black shoes like all these robots. I'm sorry, I had to become fashionable, okay? He was like, no, come back into school. It's going to be lit. Like, the teacher's not here. We're just staying in the auditorium, like, having fun. Like, come. I'm like, why would I leave school to go back to school? You know I don't like school because in school, I stood there. Every day I stood there from 8 to 5:30, 8 to 6 because I had detentions every day. Because you know I had detentions every day? Because I wasn't wearing uniform. I don't wear uniform. I am not a fucking robot. You will not see me wear a green shirt and khaki pants and black shoes like all these robots. I'm sorry, I had to become fashionable, okay? So that was me. So I had detention every day. I didn't care because I didn't have anything to do at home. I wasn't doing homework. Like I said, I was a very troubled teen. I wasn't even a teen. I was a troubled 11-year-old. So yeah, I was like, okay, fine. Like, why not? Let me go back in. I'm not doing anything anyways. This is the first time I actually don't have detention and I see daylight. So why not, you know? So I went back to the school with them and we're in the auditorium. They're playing music. There are people dancing. You know, I'm dancing. It's a lit time. And most of the class leaves. And it's just 5 people. Me and 4 other people. 2 boys and 2 girls. So what are the names I'll give them? They were Ashley, Samantha, Neil, and Rocky, okay? Ashley was a thought. When I tell you she was a thought, she was doing everything. The stories I've heard about this girl was disgusting. I mean, she had a crazy past then. We won't be talking about that because that's not my business to be talking about. But yeah, she went from first base to 1,000 base in like 2 days, okay? So we're just there and they're like, what do you guys want to do? I'm like, I don't know, I'm about to take my ass at home because I'm very hungry right now, okay? I'm very parched and I don't drink school water because school water tastes like shit. They're like, oh my god, let's go to the staircase. I'm like, what's at the staircase? They're like, let's just go. You get to the staircase and then we're not supposed to be like outside the auditorium when no teacher is around. We're not supposed to be outside the auditorium, period, to be honest. We're supposed to stay in the auditorium. First of all, my school didn't even know the teacher wasn't there, so it was just like a bunch of kids in the auditorium, like just chilling. We went to the staircase and then my dean was walking upstairs, so we ran into the locker room. And now here's the tea! Okay, so the locker room, we're just there, and I'm like, okay, it's very hot in here, I want to leave. They're like, no, listen, just stay, it's about to be fun, we're about to play a game. I'm like, what game? Rocky says. Rocky's the freaky one. He's the most horniest boy ever. Like, in 7th grade, I mean, you're horny, I guess. He was very horny, very sexually active, I should say, for a 13-year-old in the 7th grade. Very sexually active. Okay, so Rocky said, let's play Dare Double Dare. I said, I don't play these games. Every time I'm in a group, I don't play any games because they always want people to kiss and do all this extra shit. So I said, no, I'll just watch. Ew, that sounds so gross. I'll just watch. They was like, so you're just gonna like watch us? I'm like, okay, then I'll leave. They was like, no, just stay. You don't have to play. I said, okay. So Rocky decides to, you know, of course, do the first dare, and he dares Neil. Did I say Neil? That was his name? Yeah, he dares Neil, his cousin, because they're cousins, to go and stick his fingers into Ashley's vagina. This is the first time I've heard of the term called finger pop. Oh my god, this video is so disgusting. So he said, I dare you to finger pop. Oh my god, can I even say this in my video? Oh my god, this is so gross. He said, I dare you to finger Ashley. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this is actually so gross. And Ashley is like so down. She's like, oh my god, that's it? I'm like, girl, what is your problem? That's it. I'm like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? This is why I do not fuck with these type of kids. Like, I was like, why am I here? I couldn't leave. The thing is, I couldn't leave because if I left, I would have got suspended for being in the school when the teacher's not there. They would have called it trespassing. My school's very crazy on shit like that. So they go behind the locker and they do it. And they told me to go make sure if it was, like, if they did it. Like, Neil was like, oh, go see if they did it, if they did their dare. I'm like, what? He said, go see if they did their dare. I'm like, okay. I get there, and the girl pulls up her pants or whatever. She didn't shave. It was so disgusting. It was so gross. And he's done, and he's, like, so excited. Like, he's sticking out his tongue or whatever. Like, ah! He's so happy that he did it, and he puts his fucking fingers that he uses to insert into the girl's vagina in my face. Said, smell that? I never wanted to cry. I was like, get the fuck, oh my god, I wanted to beat him up so bad. I said, you're so disgusting. And then it was my turn. I said, I am not playing this game. They told me they dare me to suck Samantha's toes. I said, what do I look like? Who in the fuck do I look like to suck on her dirty ass toes? So yeah, I was not doing it. I said, this is why I'm not playing the game. They was like, okay, fine. And then Neil said, I'll do it. I said, okay. So you know what? He goes and he sucks the girl's toes right in front of us. So disgusting. Her feet smell like corn chips. It smelled like Fritos. If your feet smells like Fritos, bitch, you need to go. Then this is the ultimate dare. Well, actually, okay, I dared them to do this because I didn't know what to dare, and I thought it was just right at the time. Okay, so I dared Rocky to have sex with Samantha. Okay, and this is the biggest mistake I've ever said. Like, I didn't really mean, I was like, okay, I dare you to go have sex with Samantha. I was just like mimicking them. He said, okay. She said, that's it. I'm like, what is wrong with you fast ass girls? Like, what is this? So you know what? Basically, they go, they do it, I hear it. That's the first time I ever encountered like sex, like first, like, wow. And they doing it for like about 30 minutes. I said, oh my god. So I go there and then I see them doing it. Like I physically like see them. Like I'm like in shock. My whole face is like, okay, I blinked, I passed. I fucked up on the mannequin challenge. But yeah, you get it. I was just, wow. So as they're fucking, okay. Since we're in the locker room's on the gym, my gym teacher comes in. Okay. Why am I whispering? Oh, so as they're having sex, and this girl is loud as fuck. When I'm supposed to be in the locker room. Well, the gym is closed, but I forgot that the gym teacher always stays in their office, like after the gym is closed, to make sure kids don't go in and steal basketballs. Yeah, my school's that cray-cray, that rah-rah. They're having sex. Like, she's like screaming, like doing her things. Like, I'm like, girl, you gassing it. It's not all that, bitch. Like, I'm like, girl, come on, stop lying. It's not all that serious. As they are having sex, and she's screaming for her life. Dear God. As I'm standing there, I hear the doors turn. I'm like, okay, there's no way a teacher's here. My teacher comes in and she catches them have sex. Okay, so by the time I heard it, the thing is about me is if I hear something, I'm not going to tell the whole group. I'm going to try to save myself before I try to save anybody else. I am so selfish. Heard the keys. They didn't hear it. I heard the keys. I was so paranoid at the time because at that time, I've gotten so many suspensions that they're about to suspend me, put me in another school. So I was cautious of getting in trouble. Then I was like, okay, Denzel, like you can't get in trouble, so you're not trying to get caught. I heard the keys jingle. I sit back. I said, okay, let me go to the bathroom. And then there's a bathroom in the locker room, so I hid in one of the stalls. And she was like, what the fuck is this? I said, oh my god. She sees the girl, her bare vagina, his bare penis, the condom wrapper. And then she just saw Neil, and she was just, wow. She was like, and then they just got caught. And wow, did I tell you. And then it was just so disgusting. He ejaculated all over the floor. It was just so gross. In the 7th grade, can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine? Like, this shit was crazy. So after that happened, they got in big trouble for that. So yeah, that is a story about the time I caught people having sex in my school in the 7th grade part. So if you want more story times, you just want to see my face, you just want to be a part of my family, click that subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, you see me, I'm doing it. You watch, I post. You don't watch, I don't post. So watch. And until then, see you later, my darlings. Bye.